Hey everyone, it's Rob from Hypop and welcome back to another showroom short. Here we have just received the brand new Godox X3 Pro trigger. This one here is for Canon and we wanted to run through some of the differences and what's included. So let's have a look inside. We have the trigger itself. And the first thing I notice is that it is significantly larger and feels heftier than the previous X3. The big screen's a nice addition, so we'll take a closer look at that. And on the inside we have another carton towards the bottom of the box. You've got a carry pouch. You also have a USB Type A to Type C cable. And of course you've got the user guide. So what's changed with the X3 Pro? Firstly, the similarities. They're both still triggers that operate on the Godox X wireless system, the 2.4 gigahertz system. They both have a 100-meter range for shooting. You also have that USB Type C charging, so there's no batteries required for this. The standby time for the X3 is about a week. However, the standby time of the X3 Pro is listed as almost 1 month, so that's a big improvement. You also have the 16 groups and the 32 channels, so those are all the same, and you also have all of the capabilities such as changing modes from manual, multi, TTL, and you have high-speed sync support. Now, some of the key differences for the X3 Pro include the ability to see 4 groups now on the screen because of the larger screen here. You also have larger dials in general because the unit itself is larger. So you can use this, 2 methods. You have the touch screen and you also have the physical dials. You have save presets now for your settings, and that works better for more lighting groups. So if you're controlling multiple lights, the X3 Pro might suit you better, and you can save some of those preset settings so you don't have to go and dial them in for each of your lights each and every time. We also have the ability to now sync up with the Godox Flash App, which the X3 previously didn't have. So that means you can sync this up to an app on a phone or a mobile device, and you can also change the settings on the app. You have creative shutter mode, so you have the ability to pair up with a brand new accessory or receiver that Godox is releasing called the XR. That's going to be compatible with Canon, Nikon and Sony, and you have the ability to do long exposure and also time-lapse using that method, as well as using it as a shutter remote. So that's really useful because there's been no accessories from Godox other than their timer remotes. Lastly, you have the ability to have different shooting modes. So you have one shoot, all shoot, and you also are able to trigger this with the Sekonic L-858, which the X3 didn't have. So a lot of additions to the X3 Pro here. This one here is pretty much going to have all your bells and whistles. It's basically the trigger that has all of the features that you require, especially if you're using multi-light setups.